Greetings, YouTubers. This is probably going to be one of the quickest 2 blues licks in 5 minutes videos that I've done so far. And we're piggybacking off of this, the last lesson, the diagonal pentatonics. And there's just one little nodule of knowledge, one little grain of sand I wish to pass on to y'all.
You think you could be a little more Pacific? Maybe specific.
So the last time around we did the 2-3, 2-3, 2-3 diagonal pentatonic scale pattern. And if we're in G minor, we start down on the F, a whole step below our target pentatonic scale. So that's, again, in review here. There's your 2, now a 3, now another 2 on the D string, and now a 3, and now a 2 on our B string, and now a 3 on our E string. And that, my friends, takes us up to the 10th fret, okay? And that's all we talked about the last time around. We talked about that diagonal pentatonic pattern that kind of goes through form 5 into form 1. It goes up here into form 2 and into form 3. And after form 3, what is there? Well, that's the important thing that we want to emphasize in this video, is that after that diagonal pentatonic pattern covers those forms, we end up here with this, my ring finger here on the 10th fret. But what this note right here is, it's a D, which is the 5th of G. And I think in previous lessons, previous videos, we talked about the 5th and intervals and things like that, and where things wind up. Well, this is the D, and that D gets a big stretch here. But the important thing is, aside from the stretch, the interval, is that we're in form number 4, okay? We kind of cruise through 5, 1, 2, 3, and we end up in 4. That D note, which I'm on my ring finger here, if I replace it with my index finger or do a slide, we have form 4 right here. G minor pentatonic form 4. So the important nugget here is,
Oh man, did he say nugget? Nugget. I dropped a few nuggets this morning.
when you go through that diagonal pentatonic, the 2-3, 2-3, 2-3, 2-3 pattern, the last note that ends on is the first, well, it's not the first note, but it's one of your positional benchmarks in form 4. Okay, that's the important thing. So really, what that, and I'm not gonna step past that. We're just gonna leave it at that. If you've been practicing the diagonal pentatonic 2-3, 2-3, 2-3, 2-3 pattern, where that takes you, and again, the important thing here is it takes you right to, so I missed a note there. takes you right to that form 4. That's the takeaway here. So now what that gives us is form 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. You've covered pretty much, that gives you up to the 11th fret that we've covered, and that you've got covered now. If you can memorize and learn that diagonal pentatonic, it takes you right up to form 4. And well, we'll save it for the next time around. That form 4 leads, what's above it, what's below it, and you can fill in some of the blanks on the fretboard in G minor pentatonic. Groovy, groovy, groovy. So to me, that's really cool. So you've got this diagonal pentatonic pattern that you're playing through, and it takes you up here and you're right smack back in a familiar place. Okay, even though, it's form 4 and you're kind of, locked into that pattern right here. From what we've gone over before, you can fill in blanks below and you can fill in blanks above. And I'll talk about that in later lessons and later videos. Anyway, I hope that helps. Ran longer than I thought it would, but have a good evening. Talk to y'all later.
Licky lick.
Yeah,